What's going on, guys? Today we already started the workout. I did some pull-ups, some kettlebell swings, kettlebell halos, shoulders to hips halos or whatever. I did some shoulder presses with the kettlebell. Did some stretching. So before I get into the video, I just want to say thank you guys so much for 25 subscribers. Like, we literally were at 18 not even 2 weeks ago, and now we're at 25. So I really just want to thank all of y'all for subscribing to me. It really does mean a lot to me. Like, seriously, it does. So if you haven't already and you're just in the shadows, hit the subscribe button, because it really does make my day when I see my subscriber count go up from, what is it now, like 67 videos. We're 25 subscribers in. We're 67 videos in over the course of like almost a year. Not even, maybe like 8 months, 7 months. So hit the subscribe button, and if you enjoy the content that I have, consider hitting the like and commenting. Comment down below if you've ever dated 3 women at a time. Um, Not dated, but like talking to. Comment down below if you were talking to 3 women at a time, because you're a savage. Now, speaking of talking to women, 3 women at a time. You were like, what do you mean? Like all 3 women in the same room, you talking to them? No. I meant like promiscuously. I meant like dating wise. You know what I mean? Dating. Yeah. That's what I'm doing right now. Technically, there's 4, but I'm not really talking to her. She's just friends with benefits. The 4th one. We've already talked. She's one of my exes. But yeah, me personally, I don't really like dating multiple women at a time. You'd be like, so why the fuck you doing it? For the experience, man. For the experience. And if you do date 3 different women at a time, you should let them know if they ask. But don't tell them like, hey, I'm dating like so many different women right now. If they're like, hey, are you seeing anyone else right now? Just be like, yeah, but there's a reason for it. And they're like, what's the reason? And you're like, I just want to find the best connection. And if it makes you feel any better, I'm really having a good time with you. And they're going to be mad at first, but then they're going to understand, or they're going to leave. So I'd recommend just telling them the truth when they ask. Don't just flat out say it. But, yeah, you literally date. If you're anything like me, like I have separation anxiety. So if you're anything like me, you kind of want to have a roster of women, because you can be like, okay, dude, you're sick. How could you? But like, hear me out when I say, women will literally do the same thing. They have a roster of men just lined up, waiting to hit. And that's not cool. So if it's like women can do it, men can do it too. And you're gonna click off this video and you're like, monogamy all the way. Dude, I believe in monogamy too. I'm also okay with polyamorous relationships. And I'm okay, well, I'm not okay with polyamorous relationships, but open relationships. You can be like, what's the difference? Polyamorous relationships is where you can be in a relationship with someone else while you're in the relationship with that other person as well. Open relationships are like, okay, you're allowed to sleep with the other person, but you can't develop romantic feelings for them. And that's what I'm okay with. But if you're like, hey, I want monogamy, I can do that too. Literally, I can go any way you want. Because I have very, very terrible morals, and they're not really that defined. Because when I was a kid, I had to break them. So now, I really don't care as much as other people. I do, but it's like things like for example, when I was a kid, I had to learn how to manipulate to get my way. You'd be like, what are you talking about, dude? Ever since I was a kid, I was like, oh, if you don't give me that cookie, then I'm gonna call the boogeyman on you to my little brother, and he would give me the cookie. Or some shit like that. And it's really sad because a lot of people get ruined because their childhood sucks. And me personally, I don't think that parents should be parents. So let's kill all the kids. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm joking. Let's let's not have kids until you're actually ready and rich. The dad should be rich and emotionally available. The mom should also be emotionally available. And if she wants to make money too, go for it. But she needs to teach the child how to be proper. And the dad needs to be there too. You both need to be emotionally available, not be working all the time. And you need to be rich, basically, to have kids, to have good, well off, I'm normal kids. You need to teach them hardship. You need to teach them manners. You need to teach them everything that you know. But do not inflict trauma onto them so they end up like me. You're like, so what's so wrong about you, man? Trust me. If you watched all my videos, I privated some of them because they were that bad. This is basically me just, venting to you guys. Just dropping whatever trauma I have onto these cameras. Onto this Samsung Galaxy S24. The best camera ever. Samsung, sponsor me. Or I'll go to Sony. Don't test me. Anyway, you're gonna be like, okay, well, even though that you're like saying you're a bad person, you don't have to be. And like, yeah, I don't have to be, but I am. And you can change. If you want to change, you can. It's possible. But for me, it's like, what's the point right now? I don't have any friends, and you're never gonna get friends if you're a piece of shit. Unless they're also a piece of shit. So I'd recommend not being a piece of shit. And again, like I said in the earlier video, or in the earlier, a couple of videos back, if you've had trauma or if you had a bad childhood where you had to learn how to steal, how to manipulate, how to like finesse, you're always that's your personality now. Pretty much just finessing, being manipulative, because you never had anything in the first place. So you had to learn how to get it because you're weak, right? Weak people have to be creative. They have to find a way around. Like if you were strong, right? Imagine it like this. If you were strong, you could go right through all the warriors. If you're stronger than them, you could just go right through them. But if you're weak, you gotta create some kind of like tactic or something. It's like, okay, well, first I have to get money. So how are you gonna get money? I have to like sell some weird product and then get rich, and then I'm gonna pay someone to dig under the dirt so I can escape the battleground, so I can go over it, and then you escape, and then you don't have to fight them. Or like, just being crafty. A lot of bad people are crafty, but some bad people are not because they are not emotionally intelligent. You're like, what is this dude saying? If you're normal, you're probably not gonna get it. Like, why would you be a piece of shit when you can be good? Being a piece of shit is a lot easier. Being a piece of shit means you don't have to actually make things right. And being selfish and a piece of shit are two different things. Saying no to people when they want you to do something, that's being selfish, which is a good thing. Being selfish is a good thing. Being a piece of shit would be like You can't have that cookie and then you eat the cookie. That's being a piece of shit. Or being a piece of shit would be like going behind someone's back, cheating on them when you're in a committed relationship. Oh, it's a lizard. Damn. It got away. That's hard. I got an injury right here and then right here. Never healed. But yeah, that's basically my TED talk on being a piece of shit. Is like you you do stuff that like other people wouldn't do. Like what? Like evil stuff. Like you say, oh, you shouldn't have the ice cream cone because it had a bug on it or something, and they're like, okay, and then you're like, I'll take it, and then you eat it. That's being a piece of shit. Being selfish would be like someone's ice cream cone drops on the floor and you're like, well, I'm keeping mine, bitch. That's being selfish, which is again a good thing. You don't want everyone to take your shit. If you truly want to give your cone to someone else, go for it. That's cool. If you can spare it, do it. But if your cup is empty, then you can't really spare a lot. And that leads us back to my example before, is when you don't really have anything, when your cup is empty, you have to steal from someone else's cup. And you're gonna be like, no, you can create your own energy in that cup. Sometimes you don't know how. So if you steal someone else's energy, then it's gonna be like negative energy, but like not negative energy. It's gonna be like bad energy, but you still have energy. So it's kind of like it's not good, but it still gets you somewhere. You can still float to the top, I guess. It's like karma. But don't do that. Don't do that. Because there are ways that you can actually learn and you can do stuff. You don't have to steal other people's energy. You can give people energy. I've always wanted to be good, but my kindness is not ideal. It's peculiar. Like someone will have an eyelash right here, and I'll be like, oh, you got an eyelash right there, or oh, you look weird, or oh, you look weird in that photo, or oh, you look fat. That's like kindness, but it's like, is it really though? Because you're telling them that they look fat. Everyone's saying, oh, you look skinny, but then you're like, no, they look fat, they need to lose some weight. And it really just depends. It's subjective, I guess. But to me, if you're not telling someone that they look fat and they actually look fat, then you're not sparing them. You're actually hindering their growth. Because a lot of people can be like, oh, body acceptance. If you're fat, you're a fat bitch. You have something wrong with you. Go get that shit checked out. What is wrong with you? You're like, oh, you're fat. Yeah. And I'm trying to lose weight. You should be fat phobic. Don't just be like, oh yeah, I'm okay with my 300-pound life. Man, get out of here. Ain't no one got time for you. There we go. I used to be able to power through things. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment bad person down below if you're still here. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.